UFC 107, Penn versus Sanchez. Saturday, December 12th. Check your local listings.
I think there's two different Frank Mirs. I think there's the Frank Mir that started in the UFC, and then there's the Frank Mir after the motorcycle accident. Frank's had really two different careers, and the talk with him and Brock Lesnar, he really does hate Brock Lesnar, and believe me when I tell you, Brock Lesnar really does hate him too. I think that, like Frank said in this fight, Frank was giving his opinions on Czech Congo, and like you said, Czech doesn't like what he had to say. So I'm sure it's going to make for a very good fight on Saturday night. It's good though. Stuff like that motivates guys. I'm sure it helped Czech in the gym. Well, 2010, we're going to go to a lot of places that we haven't been yet. So we're looking to move the show around. Going to go to Australia. Going to go to Abu Dhabi, Boston. A lot of markets we've never been. And we're looking at opening up a lot of new markets in 2010 too, meaning other countries, and New York.
How does that process work? I mean, do you just visit somewhere and you're like, yeah, this would be great. We could bring it here.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much it. Yeah. It's that scientific. I like it here. I think we'll do a fight here. We think about where the market's going to be strong. This sport has gotten so big, so fast that I'll give you an example. When we went to Cologne, Germany, when you start talking to the, I guess we'll call them the decision makers in Germany and Cologne or these different states, they think that the UFC is small and nobody's ever heard of it, but we know when we put on that event that people are going to come and the place is going to be packed. And then after we leave, people are blown away. But what that does is, just like we did in the UK, you set off an MMA bomb there, and the virus starts to spread after you do the live event. So we went on, we sold over 10,000 tickets just on pre-sale in Australia. Before they even went on sale, 10,000 sold. So I was supposed to fly there Monday for a press conference. I'm not going now. We don't have to do it because we did so well there. So it's bigger than everybody thinks. No, listen, we put together a great fight card here, If anybody should be upset, it should be Rampage that he's not fighting in his hometown. We brought an awesome title fight, to Memphis. He's still with us. Yes, Rampage is still with us, and he'll be fighting in the next few months. Well, that's a good question. Depends on who wins. One of the things that I always used to talk to BJ about was cleaning out a division. When he was going through his whole wanting to jump around from lightweight to heavyweight and all that stuff, I said, settle into a division, clean it out, and then we'll talk from there. So, BJ's a couple fights away from cleaning this thing out if he should beat Diego on Saturday night. So I don't know. If BJ won, we'd have to look and see what's next. Diego wins. There's a lot of talented guys in this division for him to fight.
UFC 107, Penn versus Sanchez. Saturday, December 12th. Check your local listings.